All right. It's time. It is time to game, I fear. Welcome. So, some things. I am very close to 69 woodcutting, which is very important for the plot, in my opinion. Very, very important. So, we're gonna do that. We're gonna hit probably 70 woodcutting in theory. That's probably like the actual goal that like a normal person does, but we're working on fanfiction. We're working on the lore, the plot. I want to know what is going on between these two, these divas. What is their romance? What is their story? Who are they? Who are these boys? Why are they always hanging out together in the inn, right? Why are they always together? I suspect there's more to the story. And while we craft that story, I will be over here deforesting the entire town. I have Notepad ready. I also have all of my math. I did more math, and I realized that my math was actually very off. Funnily enough, my math was very off. And so the math is that woodcutting with yew logs will take about double the amount of time for what I need than it would with maple logs. So we are going to be grinding off of maple logs. At the time of doing these calculations, it was going to take 46.5 hours. I have since done some offline grinding. So we're probably going to save a lot of time because I did that math and didn't just YOLO it and stick with grinding yew trees. Really glad I didn't do that. So this is very important. What did we name this? You know what? I think naming the fan fiction is actually something you do at the end. And I also think that the name of our tourist friend is actually John. I think it is John the tourist. First name John, last name tourist. John Tourist, the tourist, right? So I feel like John Tourist is just like John, a humble farm boy from the outskirts of Lumbridge Village. Grew up in the what is it called? The granaries. What is that part of the map where you like bake a fucking, you make like bread for the first time? It's like right here. Near the windmill farm, but near the sheep farm. Grew up near the windmill and sheep farm. He's literally, he's like so he's so Rand Althor coded, right? Actually very Rand Althor coded. It's very important. Also, I think we should include their name tags. We have Marcus and John Forrest. We'll give them colorful names. Like that. How's that? Fabulous. Wait, why didn't the color work? Not a high visibility color there. Okay. So that's our start. Marcus. He is Auburndale born and raised. Okay, Auburndale born and raised. I think that goes without saying, right? Look at this. Look at this man. He knows the nature spirits. Okay. So here's the plot. This is what we're gonna go with. All right. So so John Tourist is, oh wait, my inventory's full. Come on. The stupid, not the video game content getting in the way of the real content for today's stream. Unbelievable. Okay, here we go. So John Tourist is an innocent, completely adult farm man who has left home. But why does he have so much money? Okay, so like in the lore, right? In the lore, I robbed the ever-loving fuck out of this man. He's actually a little bit broke. Okay, but why is he here? Why is he rich? Why is he a tourist if he's a farm boy? Maybe he's not a farm boy. Maybe John is actually not a farm boy, and maybe he's like a real estate agent. He's like a real estate agent, but like not in a gross way. Oh my god. A fucking a Karen real estate agent came for a work trip to Auburndale, but suddenly was robbed of all of his money by an evil pink-haired psychopath. Okay, great. Fantastic. What does Marcus do? You know what? Marcus is a totem carver. He knows his way around poles. By the way, brief intermission because we're about to hit 69 woodcutting. One more log. One more log, baby. Come on. One more log. 69 woodcutting! Let's go! Biggest monument of the playthrough so far. Absolutely incredible. Oh my god, this is the greatest moment. Absolutely the greatest moment. One moment, please. I can't spell. Thank you, Heavy. How are you doing? Alright, that's 69 woodcutting. Back to the YAOI. Oh, that's actually just not the button I meant to hit. There we go. Alright. Auburndale born and raised. Bale Totem Carver. He knows his way. He knows his way around a pole. And with a knife. And with green puppies. Who is completely adult finance bro real estate king. Who lost all of his money getting robbed by an evil pink-haired psychopath. That's me. That's my self-insert character. That's my character in the story. Okay, so Marcus, the local pole man, that's his official title, is pole man, teaches him the ways of the poles. The ways of the poles to help him get on his feet and reclaim his real estate empire. Oh dear God. This is fabulous. This is a very pole-centric plot. Okay. Wait, no. We're gonna start with a John POV chapter. This is very, very important. Okay. All right. So I'm thinking this is like pre-Auburn Vale. This is like he hasn't. Ooh. Want to know what under the map looks like? This is like before he's gotten here, right? He is getting ready for his work trip. Okay. Okay. I have to make sure this doesn't get me banned from Twitch. Okay. John was always... This is an outline, by the way. This is gonna require edits, okay? Hold on, inventory's full. So the only reason that yew trees would be better right now is because yew trees are objectively more AFK. But that's okay, because we're dedicated to the grind and nothing else. We're not dedicated to the yaoi, to the romance. We're dedicated to the grind and nothing else. Okay. John was a simple guy. He woke up. He worked. He made his gold pieces. He went home. What does he do for fun? What does this man look like he does? What is his hobby? What would his hobby be? This is so crucial. A blonde, rich real estate man. What is his hobby? What sports? Watched the gnome ball game on television. Cracked open a cold one. Went to sleep. Rinse, repeat. No time for a vibrant inner life, self-reflection, spiritual journeys, or religious awakenings. He had an empire to build. The greatest real estate firm. Tree moment, hold on. Okay. There we go. In the western... In all of western Gielinor. What is the name? What is the name? What is the name of his real estate company? I'm curious. What would a white man, a blonde white man, tourist, real estate man name his real estate company in RuneScape? What would he write? What would he make it? Wait. I got some dumb shit. I got some really dumb shit. Okay. Can I pin this tab? No, I can't. Green. Green. Green pants. We're gonna do green pants something. I think. Because he has green pants. And I feel like the family business is like... It's like tailoring. What is like the suffix for like a company usually? Isn't LTD one? LTD company. Their liability is limited to the... Sure, why not? Where the owner's personal assets are legally separate from the company's debts. Yeah, you know what? We'll do that. Although he had no interest in upkeeping the family tailoring business, we must bank. Very important. Okay. Although he must upkeep the family tailoring business, or he had no interest in upkeeping the family tailoring business, he chose to honor his mother's legacy by naming his real estate firm after her. No elaboration. Is his mom's name Green Pants? The world may never know. It is a mystery. It is truly a mystery. Okay. So, that is the very first chapter. Sorry, no, that's the first paragraph. That is the very first paragraph. Where is Green Pants Ltd's headquarters located in? Is it in Kingstown? Shazian? Okay, he's definitely not in Port Piscarius. Is he a Hosidius kind of guy? You know what? Maybe he grew up in Hosidius. Maybe like that's... like the big cities like probably Shazian or Kingstown. Okay. Hi, Violet. Okay. Based in Kingstown, he had his finger on the pulse of Karen's. This is erotic. He had a finger in the pulse. He's fingering the pulse. Yeah, that's right. Political and economic situation. He knew how to play the game. It was his livelihood. We're writing YAOI at the moment, Violet. Between these two very important characters, John, Tourist, and Marcus. At the moment. His what are they called? His secretary. He has a secretary. What should we name the secretary? I feel like it should be a setup like, yeah, he's got like a girl secretary, and you're like gonna think, oh no, he's a creep. He's like, but he's actually totally not interested in the secretary because he's actually a little gay boy and doesn't know it yet. We're gonna leave the name blank for now. Helps schedule him with potential. What are they called? Home buyers, property investors with potential clients. They're called clients. Schedule his meetings with potential clients, and this time he was going to hit it big. He's gonna hit it big. Barlamore has historically been an extremely challenging Barlamorean real estate to break into. What with how restricted their borders have been, thanks to, hold on, we're gonna make a meta reference. Some pink-haired girls work rescuing the, oh god, what's the guy's name? Hold on. Varlamore Quest. Children of the Sun, that's what it's called. Children of the Sun, OSRS. What is the name of the guy? What is the name of the person you save? You save like an important person for being assassinated. Servius, the Teokan of Ralos. That is who it is, obviously. Obviously the Telecon of Ralos. I mean, that's exactly it. Okay. From assassination, their borders have recently opened to outsiders. WOWI. Hold on. Okay, we need to do some editing. Pacing, we need to edit with pacing, okay? There we go, okay. To break that wall down. What with all of that empty... What is Varlamore? There's like savannas, right? It's like a bunch of savannas. I feel like that's kind of the biome. Yeah, it's a giant savanna and rainforest. He's a dirty capitalist. Hi, Brick. We're writing fan fiction. A whole rainforest and an entire savanna. Wait. Specifically gay fan fiction between these two. But we're building. We're doing world building. We're doing backstory. Chapter 1 is about John Tourist. An entire savanna and a dream. His dream. Did a shitty wrap of Christmas presents and I'm listening to Quarter run a zombie game. Oh, okay. Hey, I mean, as long as the Christmas's presents are wrapped, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? That is all that matters. There we go. You just wrap that bitch, or you put it in a box and then you wrap the box. Okay. What should Brick, do you have any ideas? Wait, you're not good at naming things. Never mind. I need to name John's secretary. You sent me photos of it? Let me see. You know what? That gets the job done. Yeah, that gets the job done, you know? Stacy! Stacy! Oh my god, fabulous. He has a meeting scheduled with, what is the name of the important guy in this town? Auburn Vale. What is the name of an important NPC in this town? Tell me that's not on the wiki. It's totally not. Hold on. We have to go on a mission. Pause. Pause. I need to unhide all the NPCs. What is this guy's name over here? He must be an important NPC. They have a cool hat. Okay, so we have... Hold on, these are names. I spelled it wrong. You. And these are two different gods, I think, that they worship. So actually the lore in my video, my first video, was like patently false. But that's totally fine. It's okay. We can make corrections down the road. Nobody's perfect. It's so fine. We're so normal. Okay. To negotiate a land deal with them. He had boatloads of cash and a wealth of charm to get his way. It all came down to him. He needed to establish this foothold in order to further his goals. All right. That is intro to John. Do you know anything about his personality? No. You want to know why? Because, you know, he kind of doesn't have much of a personality yet. He is going to be awakened by our manic pixie dream boy, Marcus. Chapter 2. Marcus. With a heart. This fucking tree, dude. Alright. So, we need to figure out some things. I decided that Marcus was going to be very good at handling polls. Excuse me. Very good at handling polls. What do I mean by that? I mean carving veil totems. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Since he was a young child, his family always worked with the Ents of the Auburn. Is it Vale or Valley? I think it's Valley. Pretty sure it's Auburn Valley. Oh my god, Marcus is gonna be like such a like a Marcus is actually going to be like so unbelievably out of John Tourist's league, it's crazy. Just so you know, all know. What are they called? I think they're literally just called nature spirits. And ensuring ensuring harmony within its residents. Yeah. He loved to work with his hands. Carving his first totem pole. Carving his first totem. Carving his first totem. Far before a Faladorian child would ever hold their first sword. Knife and carving. Yup. This is it. This is content right here. Okay. I wonder what like the RuneScape fanfiction community is like. I'm very curious. I've never even once thought to look until this exact moment, actually. Okay. So, since his father's passing 2 years ago, the responsibility. Wow, we have spell check in Notepad. That's crazy. All right. Fabulous. The responsibility of appeasing the spirits of the valley rests upon his broad. We need like graphic depictions of shoulder muscles. His broad. I don't know. I don't know how to write men sexily. No, that's no. His chiseled. How do you describe a person's shoulders that have been worked strong, chiseled, load-bearing shoulders? He can bear quite a lot of loads. Yeah, baby. God, I need to get a life. All right. Recently, a strange pink-haired woman who keeps shouting things about raccoons has showed up in the valley and has taken to the tradition herself. This is completely unheard of within No, we don't. You know what? This isn't necessary yet. We don't get to that part yet. We don't get to that part yet. We need to review so far. I think this one is more visceral. This is more like John's POV is very much like grr. I have goals, I have ambitions. But Marcus is like gentle, pensive, thoughtful. You know? We need to consider this. Okay. In the mornings, he would make. For him and his little sister, brew tea and prepare breakfast for him and his little sister. Go out, tend the spirits, return. His sister's sick. Bedridden from a mysterious illness. Marjorie, that's the name of his sister. Okay, tend the spirits, return, home make, work, home make, work. The pressure the loads that he bared. The load that he bears is sometimes too much to take. Not only did his beloved sister's well-being depend upon him, but the entire town. Nobody was as deft with the fletching knife as he. Not even close. The Ents. All named Franklin. Franklin. Were very particular. And all have grown accustomed to his style. His shoes were an enormous pair to fill. And you know what they say about big shoes. You know what they say. Never waste a Friday night on a first date. Okay. Alright. Wow, this is really on the nose now, isn't it? He was tired of having... Since he was... Wait, did I start the last... Yeah, okay, hold on. From his youth. No. Never has Marcus once had a moment to consider himself. It was always about the needs of others. He was content with this. He was a caregiver. Caregiver. But burnout is inevitable. No one, no matter how... No one, no matter how regulated, can last forever. And he, at the age of 22 years old, was reaching his breaking point. Something had to give. Soon. He needed change. And that's the setup. That is the setup for our YAOI fanfiction. Chat, I fear we've cooked. Oh man. This is good. This is good content. And look at that. We have already gotten like 1/5 of the way to woodcutting 70. That's my goal for this evening, is woodcutting 70. The only goal. Oh my god, that tree. Give me like 2 seconds, please. I'm almost wondering if I should just move the whole scene. I should just move the whole scene over here. Hold on. Can I take the table? Yes, I can take the table. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the table and we're gonna move the stools over to here. Like, yeah, we're gonna do like here, I think. And then we need stool and duplicate and stool and object. We need a table and we need to rotate that table. Why is the table weird? Am I crazy? Is it not like long ways and what? Is it 2 tables? Am I tripping? What? How did I fit 2 of these fucking... Hold on. I am having a moment. What? Why does this like fundamentally not work? I mean, I guess we can just like rearrange the scene. Guess I'll just go fuck myself or whatever. Okay, we need you to face... No, like literally the polar opposite direction, brother. Huh? Oh, there we go. Yeah. That's what we need. Okay, much better. And I think that is... Oh, wait, hold on. We need to hide the name of the bench. This is a less well set scene, so we need to rotate them a little bit. Not that way. 1,000. Almost. There we go. And then we need you. We need you more like 1350. There we go. Ah. Need to move this blanket. I'm too warm. Okay. The scene is set. We have our fan fiction table right next to the wood cutting. And there we go. This is the writing table. Famously. God damn it. I wish I could save my camera position with this program. All right. Chapter 3. Destitute. This is where John gets robbed by me. All right. Today was the day. Should this be first person or third person? I feel like writing third person would probably be easier. Yeah, we're gonna do I think third person for now. John woke up in the second story of the... You know what? We're naming the inn after Chiribaya because there are dogs on the sign back here. You see that? Those are puppy dogs. So it's totally named after Chiribaya. What is the name of his secretary? Stacy is the secretary, where Stacy booked his stay. He was too nervous. He checked for his lucky pocket watch, which he kept under his pillowcase at night. Why? You'll learn later in the story why it's significant. Don't worry. Okay. It was really, he's gonna do like a weird like finance bro ritual, I think that's what it is. That he was able to get some reps in. To burn off some of that anxious energy that always gets him after a long night's rest. He threw his shirt on, combed his messy... No, you know what? His hair is messy. He does not comb it. He's gonna like boof it. Hold on, we gotta run to the bank. Intermission. Banking break. important making break. Okay, don't mind my presence in the shot here. He threw his shirt on, ruffled his hair. No, he's not wearing a shirt. He's getting reps in, bro. He ruffled his hair. Grabbed his water glass and headed downstairs. As he made his way down, he bumped shoulders with another man making his way up. Foreshadowing. Wait, no, it's gotta be more. We need more. We need more. It can't just be bumping shoulders. More tension. We need more tension. The tension's important. Okay. As he set his sight down the stairs, he locked eyes with a handsome valley man. Handsome valley man with a strong bob, with a strong hair bob, and a prominent goatee. A very prominent goatee, if you will, Your Honor. All right. Okay, I'm sorry, Gwen Stefani, but I'm actually gonna not finish this song, and we're gonna go to something else. Some other music, perchance. Changing the vibes. We're writing. Hey, what's up? Yeah, we're writing YAOI specifically. It's very important. Okay, there we go. We're writing Marcus x John Torres YAOI at the moment. And also I'm leveling my woodcutting to 70. We just hit 69 woodcutting a bit ago, and in the interim we are working on YAOI. Okay, a strong hair bob and a prominent goatee. His chest fluttered. His chest fluttered. Do men's chests fluttered? Do they flutter? I don't know. Do they have fluttering in their chest? Like, it's okay. He nonchalantly, very chalantly fixed his gaze on the wall decorations he was passing on the way down instead. We're going to start a new paragraph with this also. Important detail. And we need to bank. They probably can, you know, and it probably depends on the kind of chest fluttering. It probably depends. It really probably does. Okay. Epic woodcutting shot. All right. He felt those hard brown eyes fixed upon him, devouring him. Yeah, it's a nice touch. It's a nice touch, the hair popping in and out. Devouring him. He always hated when people got in the way of his work, his sole focus. Hi, kitty cat. Ugh, can I move this so you can have your toy? Here you go. Okay. His sole focus in life was that. The real estate, the land, the gold pieces, baby. Eyes on the prize. So basically, John Tourist is a real estate agent. That's why he's in town. He's a real estate agent. He's here for a work trip, but he ends up stuck here because I robbed him. Canonically, this is what happened as well, so. All right. I gotta put this on the Discord. I'm making a fan fiction channel. Hold on. Auburnvale fan fiction. That's going in the Discord when this is finished up. Okay. Eyes on the prize. He strode with purpose through across the room of the first floor of the Real Chunk Goals is a successful fan fiction of the inn, paying no mind to any lustful eyes that may lustful or judgmental eyes that may be upon him, his shirtless self at the moment. John always worked out shirtless. It brought him closer to the earth, or something like that. That's what his yoga instructor taught him, at least. Always says at least. Yeah, there's yoga in Gillinor. That's true. There's always yoga, no matter where you look, no matter where you go, you can't escape the yoga. All right. Once they get the yoga instructor random event. The drill sergeant is the yoga instructor, actually. Once he reached the courtyard, he ran through his regular sets of exercises. I don't know, what do finance bros do for exercises? Probably like, I don't know. I do bouldering. I don't do normal exercise. Oh yeah, that's the shot, baby. That's not horrifying at all. Those elastic bands and whatnot. Stuff with elastic bands and whatnot. I don't know. He always carries He always carries those sorts of things with him. Nice and stretchy. Yeah. After working up a... Is this hurting people's eyes? The woodcutting violence. I hope not. After working up a nice sweat, glistening in the sunrise of the valley morning. It's the jump scare for the new viewers. Yeah, they're just gonna think that's what my screen always looks like. New viewers, what do you think this is? You think people come here and they stay? You think people see YAOI in the stream description and they open that? When they can go watch, like, anything else? That'd be very brave of them, we'll say that. A deep, gruff voice called out to him. It's gotta be like Marcus commenting on his form or something, you know, like your form could use some work. Your form could use some work. What should Marcus call him? I feel like Marcus has to have like a nickname for him, you know? He's from King's Place. He's from Kingsfield, Kingtown. My local radio's YAOI advertisements? That's the best local radio I've ever heard. A Karen real estate agent. Did I say what town he was from? Kingstown, that's the town. Yeah, he's in Kingstown. Need some work. City boy. City boy. City boy derogatory. All right. Wait, we need to change the punctualizations. Okay, there we go. John world around, seeing the same bobbed small stories between this more businessy guy meeting up with a Latino guy, and every time it basically ended with like, not in a gay way, but in a manly Latino way. But it was actually secretly YAOI. Secretly not secretly YAOI. This is interesting content. Seeing the same bobbed man that bore holes through his soul previously. I am not. No, Stroking sticks while playing ice hockey. Ah, yes. Yes. Typical activities, if you will. Bobbed. I feel like bobbed is a good adjective to describe Marcus's hair. Oh my god, the woodcutting sounds are so loud. Hold on. Okay. I turned that down. We have a tree down. Need to regather my thoughts. Oh wait, I just realized I could do this. And then I can sorry, I'm messing around with my UI really quick. Does this change the size of the screen? Yeah, it does. But that's okay. This means that I can... Yeah, this is fine. Okay. We have to fill up my bank. Oh, I know. Yeah, okay. I need to. I'm using two monitors. I need to rearrange a little bit. There we go. Make sure the layout of that looks correct. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. That bobbed man that eyed him up earlier. What does John say in return to this? I feel like they gotta start off like a little antagonistic, right? Like it wouldn't be two boys. It wouldn't be just like two guys being dudes otherwise, right? I need OBS to like actually cooperate with me. You know what? You know what? Fine. We'll do that. We'll do that. Is it weird that I'm looking in the directions I'm looking in right now? It's okay. Same bobbed man. What does he say? Lots of innuendo. They're all adverts for their morning show and whatnot. Sounds like a good morning show. That's interesting. You know, I genuinely cannot recall the last time I listened to radio. It's been so unbelievably long. Ever since I had my own car and access to streaming services, I pretty much never look back. The YAOI always sticks with you. The YAOI is very important. It always sticks with you. Okay. You think you could do better? You think you could do better than that? Oh yeah, bro. All right. John scowled. John scowled. He's scowling. He's scowling at his future husband. Okay. Marcus glided across the courtyard to him. Walking with the grace of moving about like he's strong, he's noble, he's strong and noble. Poop, there will be poop later, don't worry, Violet. Where we're heading, there's always poop. You just stay tuned. Another tree has fallen. Alright. I feel like the YAOI cam should be bigger. There we go. I'm trying to get like my Twitch interface looking normal. There we go. Moving about like like a sunlight. What are they called? The sunlight splinter guys. What are the guys you drop the sunlight splinters? Is it a sunlight antelope? With the grace of a sunlight antelope. They drop them. The sunlight antelope. It's on brand because it's a Varlamorian wildlife. Alright. Oh my god, Marcus isn't even in the shop, but it's okay, because we have another tree to chop. Alright. Fabulous. Incredible. Okay. Easily. Hand me those silly strings of yours. Marcus. Marcus, said with very little chalant. Wait, so nonchalant. What is chalant? If nonchalant is a word. Very little chalant. Because he's nonchalant. Chalant is what. Bro, you might want to get your chalant checked out. Are you still sick? How are you feeling? All right. Oh yeah, I have it on the screen now. Ain't that the truth, sister? I'm with ya. With very little chalant. Just tired and really congested. I got you. Well, I'm glad that you are less body sick now. Aw, poor Eris. Got caught in the crossfire. What John then witnessed was a miracle of athleticism. Someone able to grind more reps than he. To grind more reps than he. Aw, inspiring. Never before had he felt so humbled as when he was watching Marcus make short work of his routine. The outline of his back muscles, taking shape in his sweat-drenched tank top. I didn't know there was an OSRS year in review. That's cool. Okay, sweat-drenched tank top. Okay, wait. Where does it go from here? Where does our story go? This is important. Okay. New paragraph actually here. 64 hardcore and Iron Man have died to gemstone crab. That makes sense. That makes sense though. Because when you AFK too hard, you get crabbed on. Of course, he could never acknowledge such a blatant show of how he could never acknowledge such a humbling experience with his sheer lack of it's probably like introspection, right? That's probably the word. His sheer lack of introspection. Admiring this marvel of a man, all he could say was, yeah, well, he's gotta say some like stupid fucking, dumb idiot shit, right? Like, he's got to say some wacky stuff here. Yeah, well, I bet I could do more pull-ups than you. Nice going, John. Real smooth. Oh, wait. I don't even remember what the actual name of this chapter was. Yeah, wait. I planned for something totally different to happen in this chapter. Okay. The meeting. Now the robbing will happen. Marcus chuckled. I'm gonna, well, while Marcus is mid-chuckle, I am going to do a thing where I bank my wood. And that's on that. Give me a link to ask for different characters, so I assume it is sent to their main email. I need to look into this later because I'm very curious about this. I want to see what my main stats are. Maybe another day, city boy. You've got word on the street. No, he wouldn't say that. You're the talk of the town today. Big landman from across the mountain shows up. Big landman from across... What is the name of these mountains? Custodian. Slightly weird that they sent the recap of your UIM instead of your main. Maybe it's like your most played account or something like that? Big landman from across Custodia shows up to what how heavy-handed are we gonna get about colonization, about Western influence, about capitalism? What do we think? Hey, those are respectable hours. Respectable hours. Okay. Hold on, we gotta split up this message. We're gonna actually do something else. It shows chat messages? That's crazy. Oh, okay. Not the actual messages. Gotcha. You've got some... Wait. I need him to, like, not know what the fuck real estate is, because why would he? He doesn't care. Real estate is dumb. He doesn't need it. Of nerd logs? What is nerd logs? You've got estates to discuss with the town leaders. Oh, no, I don't want to know how many nerd logs I've had. The game boots you? I thought... That's crazy. I thought it just... Oh no, at the 4-hour mark, I know it gives you a warning that's like, hey, get a life. I have seen that. He turned to walk away when John reached to stop him. Oh, no, we don't go over there, Peanut, please. Please. Please don't go there. Hey, come here. I would hope you were paying 0 GE tax on the Iron Man. Hi, Peanut. You're causing mayhem, aren't you? I need to make sure my mic didn't get fucked up there. Okay, we're good. Supposed to be confidential. Dawn sputtered. He's literally just like a little baby. He's a little baby boy. 18 billion trees, but then 51 billion ores and fish. I'm surprised too, especially with like sailing. You think that people would have been chopping a lot more trees knowing that sailing was coming, but I guess not. I sure did. Okay. Spoke without turning around. What does Rock Golem drop from? Mining. Oh, yep. I mean, statistically, that sure checks out, doesn't it? You'll get eaten alive in there. All right. Without giving a chance to reply, Marcus stalked off down the street, returning to home to check on his sister Marjorie. All right. We are, ooh, that's just not what I meant to do. We are nearing 3,000 logs, which puts me close to halfway to the amount of wood I need to get my fire making to 75. Evil Bob, I need you gone. Sorry, buddy. No Evil Bob allowed. Only good Bob. Hi, wait, no, actually we should love Evil Bob because he's evil like me. Damn, missed opportunity. Dates it all from 16th of November. Counts Veil Totems built. Oh, that's a lot of 99s that people got. That's actually pretty impressive. Go RuneScape community for no-lifing it. John just stood there, dumbfounded by the sheer lack of disrespect. This frustrating, bob-haired strong, athletic, majestic man had given him. Damn, they really gave the full scoop on these stats, huh? The hardcore Iron Man dying to gemstone crab stat is funny. It's funny that it was only 64 actually for the whole year. Well, I guess gemstone crab didn't come out until the summer, but you know. He shook his head. Yeah, it is very hard. You gotta kind of be like, you have to be very AFK to die to it, basically, right? Okay. John just stood there, dumbfounded by the sheer lack of disrespect this frustrating, bob-haired, strong, athletic, majestic man had given him. He shook his head, deigning to not let it get to him. It was it was a big day. No man, beautiful Bob or not, was going to get in his way. But he never but a pink-haired psycho lady? That was a different story. Okay, we're gonna let that be the end of this chapter, and we're gonna go through his routine a little more. He re-entered the inn, nice and sweaty, and pride wounded, and hailed the barkeep for some milk. I guess not a lot of people probably play hardcore Iron Man, so that makes sense that it was a very, very small percentage of the total ones. Oh, thank you for the sub, Moo. Also, why was there no notification? Oh my god, thank you, I appreciate it, but why was there no notification? What? One moment, please. I'm gonna crash out. My alerts are just fucking broken, aren't they? Dude, this is so annoying. This is like, I keep having issues with my alerts. How are you doing, Moo? This should be enabled. Yes, no, this is literally launched and it should be enabled. This should be the exact thing for the alerts for subs. Yeah, I don't understand. Sorry everybody. I'm just making sure. No, this literally should work. That should have worked. Okay. Maggie's okay. Maggie's doing okay. Work has been a little slow recently because I've just been coding and waiting for code to run and stuff. I'm finishing grad school soon, so I'll be, I'm gonna be very, very, very busy in the next 3 months, but I'm having a little bit of peace and quiet before it ramps up. So we're writing YAOI in RuneScape while I do other bullshit. Sorry about the subscriber notification. I'm so aggravated that that didn't work. But the alerts should work. Yeah. So I'm doing okay. Nice to hear that you're quote unquote free for the holidays. I hope this means that you are actually, to some degree, actually free. Free and get to enjoy life just a little bit in these times. A break is very, very important. What was I talking about before? Milk? Pride wounded. Inhaled the barkeep for some milk. He needs lots of milk for his bones. Because calcium. It was a crucial part of his daily routine. He then ran up and down the stairs of the inn for several minutes straight, as his cardio was crucial. As cardio was his next step. Was next. Yes, he would chug milk and then do cardio. He was surely built different. Okay. Once he returned to his sleeping quarters, it was time for him to get washed up and prepared for his big meeting. Big meeting with the, what are the names of the people that are important in the town? YAOI of Auburndale. Epic. This is so epic. Chat, this is super epic. Okay. So, what does he do? What does he do? What does he get? What does he do? Oh wait, he puts on his clothes that he's wearing, obviously. He threw on his signature lucky outfit. The one his mother tailored just for him. And y'all, we know exactly what outfit that's gonna be. A brown long sleeve shirt, green trousers, classic. He ruffled his hair yet again, sprayed some cologne. GE tax ate 29 trillion from the game. Oh my god. That's a lot of gold. That's a lot of fake money. Oh my god. And made his way back downstairs. Bobman was still lingering in his mind. He couldn't He couldn't shake the thought there was more to him than he let on. Yeah. Can I italicize? I can't. Oh wait, I can? He had to know more. But he couldn't let that get to him. Fire Rune was the most traded item? I mean, I guess it is one of the most common items that a lot of people use and need, so I guess that kind of makes sense. Couldn't let that get to him. It was a big day. No man, beautiful Bob or not, was going to get in his way. But a pink-haired psycho lady? That was a different story. I guess I'll save it as a markdown file. Sure, yeah, whatever. I don't know if that matters. What chapter was that? Was that chapter 4? Oh my god, it wasn't. Reparation. Maybe I should drag out the routine a little more, add some more ridiculousness, really get us in John's mind, right? Let me see. Oh wait, I don't really want to hear this. I don't really want to hear this album that much. You know what? Let's do something new. I wanted to listen to this a second time. I listened to it once earlier today. Okay. Okay. Lastly, before going into his room, he stopped in the doorway and did several pull-ups hanging from it. It trained his finger strength, which surely will be useful in the plot later. Surely be useful in the plot later. Winky face. He was determined to beat that Bob in a pull-up contest. Even if it killed him. Foreshadowing, maybe? Foreshadowing? It's real, it's possible. It could be foreshadowing. Okay. Now he actually gets robbed. Chapter 5, Destitute. Before... As he was on his way out of the inn, he felt a light pressure near his waistline, as if something were disturbed. He spun around to see nothing too terribly conspicuous. A pink-haired woman and a stray dog standing off to the side, staring up at the ceiling and twiddling with very little chalant. With very little chalant. Oh my god. What is happening? What is happening over here in this awful little brain of mine? All right. Very good. Oh my god, you know what I should do? I should do like a staged adaptation of this fan fiction. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. A staged adaptation of YAOI. Wow. I think that might be a good idea. Good content. Okay. So, this is the chapter where I rob John Tourist. And I ruin his fucking life. Okay. Setting the scene. We're gonna get the jump scares in real quick. Okay. I could have sworn felt something. Must just be my penis. Average man thought. I don't know. Is that true? Is that how men think? I don't know. Back toward the exit and found the cute doggy standing. The cute doggy standing there. Cute doggy standing there, asking for pets. John always had a soft spot for doggies. And complied with the animal's request. Okay. Yet again, he felt that odd pressure near his waistline. John peered back over his shoulder. His shoulders suspiciously. And again, all he saw was the pink-haired woman starting a fire. Nothing out of the ordinary here. This is gonna get stupid. Gosh, while petting the dog? What is wrong with me? Bidding the doggy farewell. All of a sudden, John's vision. I don't like the implications of where this is going. Okay, how do I rob John for thousands of dollars? Okay, because like we have video evidence of me robbing John in like violating ways, and I don't think that should be canon. Like I feel as if it should be maybe like I steal his wallet. That may have to be the move. Is like a wallet theft perchance. Okay, yeah. We're gonna do this. It's the wallet. I just steal a wallet at once, and that was all of his riches. He carried every single ounce of gold he owned in a banknote in his wallet. Okay. What on earth was going on? Gosh. I really need to schedule an appointment with my urologist. Great. So good. That's really great job, Maggie. None the wiser. John carried on with his day. Watching the foolish blonde-haired man walk away. The pink-haired woman cackled to herself, counting John's life savings. John's entire life savings stored in banknotes, which she had just picked from his pockets. Nice going, Cheery. I'll give you 10% of the cut this time. She eyed the sweet doggy and said, "Nice going, Cheery. I'll give you 10% of the cut this time." Cheery growled at her, shooting her a threatening glare. Geez, okay, 20%. You drive a hard bargain, kid. Okay. All right. We the scene we have set the plot in motion. John has no money. He's had his life savings taken away from him because he is that guy. He carries his life savings with him in his pocket, like any good real estate finance bro. Very good. Okay. Oh, hold on, everybody. I will be right back. Hey. Oh, sorry about that. My cat started fighting. They were not respecting the YAOI. Unbelievable. Important text message. Cool. Alright. Everything's fine, right? Yeah, okay. This has been, all in all, a very productive stream thus far. Okay. I would like to note that we are getting very close to 70 woodcutting, which is actually a milestone. So there's that. All right. John flooped his bangs yet again. Flooped his bangs. Fluffed. We'll do fluffed. Fluffed his bangs anxiously as he approached. Does this big stump that the guys live at, does that have a name or what? It appears not to. So I guess we'll give it a name. The big ass stump. That thing. That's surely that like is a big tree stump, right? There's got to be like something stumpy about it. Was that what they were called? The Teokai? The Teokai. As he approached the circle of the Teokai. Otherwise known as the sun stump. Or the sun stump. it's a stump and there's sun. You know, it's the sun stump. A stump that's in the sunlight. You know, don't question it. Don't worry about it, princess. Okay. We have a fallen tree. Okay. So young estatist, let us hear your plea. What are their goddamn names? Dominicus, the Teoki of renewal. Bay Dominicus, Teokai of renewal. Yes. Yes. What? How does real estate work? we have our himbo, our dumb himbo real estate agent man, and he's going to he's about to fall into financial ruin trying to real estate tycoon his way through the native local lands. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. I would, okay, sure. I would like to offer you. Wait. No, we need both of the Teoki, the Teokai to have dialogue. I am curious. What the landman has to say. Mused. I don't know how to spell this one's name. Where is it? Where is it? Lit, that's a bit of a mouthful. Litlahui. That's, oh, I'm so white. I'm just so white, man. Litlihui. Do you pronounce the, it's fine, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out later. Teyukai of Ralos. I think Ralos was the name of the other one. Okay. John Forrest has never been feeling readier than he ever has before in his entire life. He's gonna say something stupid, right? Like he's got Marcus and the Bob, the sexy, beautiful Bob and goatee on his mind, right? And he's going into this important business deal, and he's got him on his mind, and he's not on his A game, and he's gonna go in and he's gonna say something stupid. He's gonna say some shit. Pierogi, please don't go there. You will fuck my microphone up. Please, darling. Do not go there. Everybody, this is Pierogi. She says hello. Hi, Pierogi. Pierogi bear. No, please. I need you not to step over there. Please go. Other way. Thank you. Sorry, I don't mean to cyberbully my cat live on stream, but you have to understand my microphone is that shitty. Please, darling. I have to scoop you. Come here. Oh, I got you. Flying Rogie. Sorry, baby. I know she's gonna accidentally disconnect the microphone. Okay. Bowed before the Teoki. And this is where he says something stupid. Obviously, this is the stupid thing that he says. He says some dumb shit. Meet to please you. Meet to you, please. Holiest two. I am John Forrest of Green Pens Ltd. And I am really elated to meet you. I mean, elated. I am here to offer you real elate. I mean, estate. This is really good writing, everyone. This is really good writing. Just so you all know, this is my best work. This is really my best work. Does this have too much backstory? Should I just get to the YAOI? No, we need like the falling. No, we need like the rising action, right? We need John to hit rock bottom so that he can be picked up from the depths by his soon-to-be husband, man lover Marcus, his bobbed boyfriend of desire and strength. Okay. Alright, so let's review this chapter so far. He gets robbed by me, famously. That is what happened. I robbed John Tourist of all of his money, literally like 10,000 gold pieces. That was his entire life savings, and now he's broken. He does not know it, and he is about to make a offer that he cannot pay for. And then he now is meeting with the Teokai of Auburnvale to offer them a real estate deal, because he is a real estate agent. And he is going to have no money to do it, and it will be very embarrassing, and then he will have no money and will need to be pulled from the depths of despair by his new boyfriend that he does not know he has yet, because he is going to fall in love with him. Alright. John fished in his pocket to produce his banknotes. Which would cover this financial investment. Okay, this is I have a good punchline here. Are you ready for my punchline? Okay. I offer you and the denizens of your vale. It is a valley. It is not a vale. It is a valley. But he is just like a stupid tourist. He doesn't know that, right? 1 million gold pieces for land development rights for what is it called? What is this mountain called? The Gloomthorn. Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Hold on a second. Chat. Are those boobs? Hold on a moment. Pause. Pause everything. I've spotted boobs. Wait a goddamn second. How does anything work? Can I just zoom this in? No, I can't. Hold on, wait. Those are boobs. Those are literally boobs in the middle of my screen. Look at that. Those are absolutely boobs. Jagex, you thought you were slick, but you can't get past me. There's no one who knows boobs better than this woman, that's for sure. Anyways, back to writing fan fiction, yeah? I'd like to call to attention that I am very close to 70 woodcutting. Alright. For the development rights to the mountains directly south of here, as well as the Gloomthorn Trail. Okay, 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 okay. Ready for this? John handed them the piece of paper that he grabbed while saying, okay. This is so good. This is so good. You ready for this punchline? Dominicus. Wait. Okay. Dominicus scanned the note and showed it to Litzlihui. That was close enough. With a wry grin, he whispered something in his ear, in her ear. Get the goddamn pronouns correct, Maggie. Okay. After which she nodded. After a brief pause, we will happily accept this deal. We will when would you like to start? I don't know. What do you start? Do you start real estating? How does real estate work? I don't fucking know. I rent. We would have you start immediately. Okay. We would have you start immediately. John winced in surprise. Wow, this went off without a hitch. This went off without a hitch. No negotiations whatsoever. I must have struck gold. Pun intended. John approached speedily, shook both of their hands, thanking them profusely for their compliance. That's a loaded word right there, huh? Compliance. Compliance. Okay. Okay. Profusely for their compliance. I like your boogie. Does that feel like that was worth 2,000 channel points to you? I feel like it was maybe not worth as much. I'm still not sure about the price of that one. Hold on a minute. I don't know what else you're gonna do with them. I mean, you could. I don't know. I guess I need to add more content, huh? There just isn't enough content to spend them on yet. I need more money sinks for my Twitch chat. he skipped off. He skipped away happily back into town, making his way for the bar. I'm gonna be the richest man alive. The minute... Okay, as soon as the statist man left earshot, Dominicus roared with laughter. He, holding up the note John handed him, the estater handed him. It was clear that it was no banknote at all. It was, in fact, just a piece of scrap paper. Just a piece of scrap paper with a doodle of a raccoon named Jennifer on it. This is going to be he has no idea. He has no idea how much, what is the consequence? Well, all of his life savings were pickpocketed by me. So obviously that's a consequence. But he also just made a very big deal, so that means he's in debt now. Debt he just got himself into. We'll have this man on the hook until the day he dies. Free labor. Dominica's cheered. Oh my god. What is my life? Alright, it's time to get to the YAOI, folks. It's time for some man-on-man action. Chapter 6. A grave mistake. That's the name of this chapter. This is the one. Destitute. Oh, goodness gracious. This really took a lot of my creative energy for the day. I fear we have cooked quite a bit. Oh, goodness gracious. This is the home stretch. Maybe I finish the YAOI another day. Perchancedly. Possibly. I think we should get to a little bit of the YAOI though. I just want to hit 70 woodcutting. It's a small goal for today's stream. I didn't want to go for too terribly long because I had a few things I'd like to do, but I wrote... How many words did I write? Oh my god, wait, I need to capitalize Marcus's name. It's really important. Where is it? Oh gosh, I don't know. Okay. Do we want a dramatized reading? Maybe I'll save the dramatized reading for another day too, but let's wrap this up. What is this? Okay. Let's wrap this up. Destitute. Okay. How does he find out that he has no money? John bursts through the doors of the tavern. Tavern. It's actually called a tavern. Thank you very much. Burst through the doors of the tavern. Ready to blow some cash on celebratory milk. It's implied that the cold one that he's cracking open in the beginning of the story is actually a cold thing of milk. By the way, you literally can't see it, but I am now, I have 3,000 maple logs. So that's pretty awesome. That's pretty big. We've got a lot stockpiled so far. I need 13,000. What's the math? Yeah, I need almost 14,000 total logs. So that's we're still a long ways away, but ooh. But we're making like pretty damn good progress, all things considered. How close are we? Okay. This is gonna be a Back to the Future reference. He pulled a note out of his pocket, and slapped it on the bar, saying, "Get me a milk and make it chocolate." The bartender picked up the note and burst out laughing. Okay, and burst out laughing. Kid, all this'll get ya is a boot out the door. Come back when you've got some real cash. Mocked. He mocked. Okay. Jesus Christ. Confused, John picked up the note, only to realize it was a poorly drawn sketch of a squirrel named Tabitha. Okay. A pang of fear struck him. Quickly, he dug through his pockets to produce its contents. He revealed, to find that all of his money was gone, replaced with poorly drawn animals with odd names. He fell to his knees in the middle of a bar, shouting, "No! My life savings!" This is so stupid. Oh dear God. Okay, lock in, Maggie. Market. Heard a commotion. Fell to his knees in the middle of a tavern. From the tavern, as he was returning from his afternoon totem trip, and peeped his head in the window to find a crumpled up estatey. Find the cute little estatey and Meg crumpled on the floor, weeping. Wow. My creative writing skills are truly impeccable. No, this is the right size. It's okay. I'm hoping that the text is big enough. Alright. He leapt through the window, hitting an epic dodge roll across the floor, landing next to him. What is wrong, little city boy? Marcus stated, Marcus, what verb, what speaking verb is it gently, Marcus questioned. Gently placing a hand on the small of John's back. My name is John Tourist, and I am the poorest man on the planet. John cried. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, John Tourist. Wealth is a state of mind, Mr. Tourist. I know not what befell this afternoon, but I suspect I know what may cheer you up. Okay. John lifted his head from his hands. A sparkle of hope in his eyes as he took in the majestically bobbed hair on Marcus's head. Really? He asked. Marcus smiled. Really? And paused for a moment. He stood up and extended a hand to John. My name is Marcus. How about that pull-up contest? I need to be put down or like put away in a place far away from the rest of society. Oh boy. Oh my god, wow. This is getting spicy, wow. Surely I'm like about to hit 70 woodcutting, right? It's gotta be like the next inventory of logs. Yes, it is. This is epic. This is the home stretch, everybody. Home stretch of the stream. How about that pull-up contest? Ba-dum. Okie doke. One more inventory. Okay. Here we go. Joy overthrew the sorrow in John's heart. Seizing the opportunity to show his true strength, to the beautifully bobbed man named Marcus. To the pull-up, to the pull-up bar. John exclaimed as he led Marcus by the hand out of the tavern and into the courtyard. It's okay. This isn't gonna be like smut. I think it's just gonna be like romance. This is my romantasy novel. Chap? Oh, wait. What are we, chapter 7? Yes, this is chapter 7. Chapter 7. The contest. Oh god. This has been such an interesting use of my evening. Let's count down those last few experience points, huh? I think I want to leave off on the romance. Let the sparks fly. No, you know what? I'm not gonna let it end like that. We're gonna wrap this motherfucker up. Marcus and John. John and Marcus? Marcus and John. John and Marcus strode out to the pull-up bar. in town. And in hand. John hadn't even realized that he had done this. He was just so excited to flex with a cute bobbed boy. A cute bobbed boy. So good. First one who hit 10 reps wins, John exclaimed. John proclaimed. He's proclaiming things. He's a proclaimer. Okay. Okay. On pretty city boy. Marcus sneered flirtatiously. 70 woodcutting! Yay! That's a big milestone. That's good shit. That's so big. 5 more woodcuttings. We just need 5 more woodcuttings until I hit 75, and that is a chunk task. And by then we will definitely have enough wood to level my fire making, which will take hours. Many hours. Many more hours to AFK and write YAOI. I think I calculated the amount of hours it would take too. 13 hours. That's so great. What ensued was the most manly okay, no. I don't think I have it in me to write this scene yet. I think I need more time. I need more time to cook the romantic energy that is needed to write a beautiful conclusion to my homosexual YAOI love story. So we have 6.5 chapters of the YAOI fanfic done. And honestly, chat, I think we succeeded. I think we accomplished some big goals today. 69 woodcutting, 70 woodcutting. We know 69 was the bigger deal, but it's okay. All right. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. I'm gonna go about with the rest of my Friday night. Get some work done and relax. I will catch back up with y'all Monday morning, where we'll see. I don't know. My woodcutting number will be a number between 70 and 74, but I definitely won't hit 75 off stream. That's for sure. Oh, there's an event. Fuck you. I don't have herbs. Anyways, I think that's all for stream today. Nice and short one. So thanks for hanging out. Later, skaters.